Zealand, an oceanic archipelago that evolved in isolation, was once the world's greatest birdland. Now we have to leave the mainland and sail to the offshore oasis of Kapiti Island to see what was once in abundance. The liquid notes of birds and song float throughout Kapiti. Just a few miles off the mainland, the island is alive with rare native bird and plant life. It's almost like a trip back to the New Zealand of centuries ago. Before humans arrived on these islands, birds had no natural predators, and as a result, an incredibly diverse range of species evolved here. Early Maori settlers learned kaitiakitanga the hard way. They hunted several species of birds to extinction. When Europeans arrived in the early 19th century, they brought dozens of invasive mammal species that preyed on birds, including the shy kiwi bird, for whom New Zealanders are nicknamed. Over the past 1,000 years, the kiwi bird population has declined by 99%. Experts say that without protection, this beloved symbol of New Zealand would soon become extinct.
I think we've seen and realised that mistakes have been made in New Zealand and through the introduction of pests and predators. I mean, people just didn't think about the consequences of introducing rats, introducing possums.
According to John, New Zealand lost more than half of its endemic birds, that is, birds unique to New Zealand that can never be returned. Kapiti Island remains a carefully protected nature reserve, and the amazing resurgence of bird life here is the result of decades of careful management and hard work. Many of the country's most endangered species are now thriving in this environment, free of predators.
And just to give you what I think is a really graphic example of how things have changed here on Kapiti Island. But last summer, for the first time in my 40 years of being on this place, we saw flocks of 200 wood pigeons at a time, 200 kiddidu in a flock together. That's a sight very, very, very few New Zealanders see these days.
The flax bush, which grows throughout New Zealand, has always been a staple of Maori culture. The plant's sturdy fiber has countless uses and can be woven into clothing, baskets, and rope. To protect the plant, Maori take only the outer leaves of the flax and never cut out the center. It has become a metaphor for sustainability.
An ancient but still current proverb that goes with the use of the flax, the English translation goes something like, "Take away the heart of the flax bush, and where will the bellbird sing?"